Welcome to Waypoint of View. We're Jess and Myles, and we're nearly 2 years into our journey around the world. We're currently on a road trip through the Balkans, and we've been in Bosnia and Herzegovina for almost 2 weeks. When we first came to this country, we really weren't sure what to expect, but from day one, we were blown away. From swimming in a beautiful waterfall, exploring a medieval castle, walking the streets of the most popular cities, and even hiking to the highest and most remote mountain village, Bosnia and Herzegovina has surprised us each and every day. We're sad to leave, but have one final adventure before we go. It is our last day in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and we have come to Sutjeska National Park to do one final hike.
We're at the base of the tallest mountain in the country, and we're hiking about 7 miles round trip to a beautiful lake this morning.
That is shaped like a heart. What? It's about 7 a.m. and we are on the trail. We have hiked too many lakes in our day, but never one shaped like a heart. We're both pretty tired this morning, but how can you not be excited about hiking to a heart-shaped lake?
Heart-shaped lake aside, these mountains are beautiful. This is honestly probably the busiest place we've been to in all of Bosnia and Herzegovina, except for maybe the bridge in Mostar. But I think it's going to be worth it. It is cool. The sun is coming over the tallest mountain as we speak. It really is a beautiful morning this morning. So far, we've just been following along this really impressive canyon, going in and out of the trees. We're probably about halfway to the lake at this point.
Such a pretty meadow. Up to this point, the hike has been mostly downhill, but now we are climbing up to the lake for the final stretch. Also, fun little tidbit, we are actually in Montenegro. Funny that the last thing that we are doing in Bosnia and Herzegovina is actually in Montenegro. Where we're heading next. Oh my gosh.
The trailhead was in Bosnia and Herzegovina, but shortly after we got started, we actually crossed the border into Montenegro. So this trail is considered one of the more popular ones here in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And by that, I think we've probably seen 7 or 8 different people. So we would have to agree it is the busiest we've been on, but even the most popular trail here is pretty under the radar.
Look what I found. A heart rock going to Heart Lake. So pretty. We're almost there. That's the name of the lake. We didn't even try and pronounce it. Trnovačko. We have made it to the lake, and from down here it looks like any other lake. So we are going to head about another mile up to get a view from above. Also, this is a very, very popular camping spot. There are probably 20, 30 tents here. This lake is so cool. And it looks exactly like a heart. That's amazing.
This lake could honestly be any shape, and this hike would be well worth it. It is completely surrounded by these really rugged mountains. This really is incredible.
It is time for a picnic, a 10 a.m. picnic. It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Way up, way up. That's going to do it for us here in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It has been an incredible week and a half. This country really has so much to offer, and we barely even scratched the surface.
This has been the perfect way to end our time here and a great introduction to Montenegro.
You may have noticed something missing in this video. There's no drone footage. Sadly, the footage from this video, along with our drone, was lost the following day on a cliff in Montenegro. Our drone Paul got his name in Australia week 1 into our travels, when we crashed him into a tree and a very nice man named Paul was able to rescue him.
Please don't break, please don't break, please don't break.
Paul then traveled with us for the next 2 years. We went to 20 countries together and he saw some really beautiful places. He survived multiple other crashes and rescue missions. He was cooperative about being snuck into places he wasn't allowed, and was even understanding the 2 times he had to live in customs at the airport when sneaking him in just wasn't an option. We could tell he was really tired there towards the end, but he continued to fly strong. And then finally, on that fateful day in Montenegro, he took his last flight. We tried our best to get him back, but sadly found no success this time. R.I.P. Paul. We hope you are enjoying your resting place in that beautiful cliffside view overlooking Piva Canyon. And before you consider hitting the unsubscribe button, don't you worry, because we are now the proud owners of a new drone, so our future videos after the Balkans will have plenty of drone footage to make up for the otherwise mediocre filmmaking. As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're not already, hit that bell notification, thumbs up, etc., etc. And if you have any last words... And if you have any last words, you'd like to share about Paul, we'd love to read them in the comments.